Oh my! Seriously, just Josh. He literally just walked in the door. Where's Tribe at? Tribe knows. Where's Tribe at? He knows. He'd be popping in 30 seconds before go time. That's my look. He's muted. Don't play. Somebody better get him. No, I can't hear you. No, y'all. This is all Josh. This is why he does stuff on my channel.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
See,
No weapon form shall prosper. Let's go. Bam. Let's good.
Y'all pray. I got in here because I'm sitting here back tripping backstage like, man, I can't reach him. I don't know where he's at.
You know I'm gonna be here. You know I'm gonna be here. Oh, hope.
Hope Gus. Satan
Makes me happy.
Sandra R. Lorf. Katrinka. Thistle Moon. If I miss you, I'm sorry. What's up, Native?
What up, Native?
What's up, Steve? How are you? Miss Sharon. Listen to her. Miss Sharon, get Huckleberry. He probably in top chat. Sandra R. Did I already say Sandra? What's up, TT1?
Man, we got good people. We got good people, Casey.
Huckleberry, Mary Miles. Sorry.
We got good people.
We always got good people in here. If I missed you, I'm sorry. Put things. Hey, Shannon. Hey, Hava.
What up, Shannon? Hava?
All you guys. Hey, Sandy. If I missed you, I'm very sorry. Blame Josh because he got me frazzled back here. Frazzled.
I'm sorry.
What's up, Rip? If you got something for us, put it in all caps, please. Because I'll mix it. I'm glad Josh made it. He was a minute late. Wasn't in backstage or nothing.
It's my life story. What do you want me to do?
It is, guys. It is. And I'm always like, if you're on time, you're 15 to 20 minutes early. That's on time.
I was like, Casey knows I'm gonna be there. She knows I'm gonna be there. Yeah.
Like, somebody better get up with him. Hey, Dusty. So, yes, Josh, it's you. Man, we've been talking about this for a while, and gosh knows it's escalating quick.
Yep.
AI, the B system, everything. I do want to say something odd because we were talking about doing this.
Man.
We were talking about doing this live, and we've been talking back and forth, and we've been talking about this for a bit, but our schedules were conflicting. Josh's, anyways. But I got this email because we homeschool. We're part of HLDSA, which is a homeschool kind of legal system. You become members of and stuff like that. We've been part of that for a long time. I just got an email from them, and they were asking about using AI in your homeschools. It's going everywhere. It is effective. I mean, we already know they're going that route. They've already been talking about, and there's some things about doing AI for public schools, and they're getting rid of staff. They're cutting down on staff. They're using AI for all of that type of stuff.
Yes.
So I thought, well, that's interesting that they're already also trying to imply that within homeschool, because a lot of that is because we went away from all those things.
Yeah.
So that just came up. Hey, Adriana.
Hey, Casey, I hit you up. When I hit you up, hey, fam, chat, look, this is how it works with me, right? So, we've all done videos and talked about AI, that's going to take over and B system, all that good stuff. But it was last week, laying in the bed, in the morning. That's how I do. You got to piddle around. I'm getting older. You got to piddle around a little bit. Laying in the bed, sipping my coffee, news is on, thinking about work. And MSM said, now AI will be able to babysit your kids for you while you're at work. And when I heard that, like the piddling around stopped, and I sat up and I'm like, wait a minute, I gotta listen to what they're saying. And everything that we're going to talk about tonight is exactly that. It's happening. Coffee, it's happening.
It is. Everything. I mean, there's so much stuff now. They're talking about how much we knew those different things. And I've actually had a surgery back in 2009 with a Da Vinci robot, which, if you know how that works, and it is a Da Vinci robot, but the doctor's kind of sitting there piddling around. They're even going a step further. All of that is they're implementing, and they're talking about how much they're going to use AI to replace medical staff. I
Yeah.
mean, it's across the board. We're talking about like everything. I mean, all these jobs, and not just like, oh, well, it's, people's like, oh, it's the blue collar jobs and this, that, and the other. There's some things, if you need to trade, you're going to have to be able to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I just highly recommend that, but it's going across the board what they're taking over with AI, but it's not just a job thing. It's unreal
Mm-hmm.
where they're going with it.
And seriously, I guess for me, the bottom line of this live for me is it is literally going to take over almost every facet of our existence, of our life, not existence, our life, work,
Everything.
earning wage. Seriously.
Coming and going. It's everywhere. It's going to be, if people say, well, I'm not going to get this or this, you may not even have a smartphone. You may have a single bit of electronics in your house. It is everywhere. Remember, I sent you that thing and I was talking about, I saw that, I don't remember, it was a video. I think it was a video. And it was like, we all know, it was like, oh, your phone's here, you're talking about stuff, and it'll start playing those ads for you, like, oh, it heard me talking about stuff. And it said, even if it had these little, not even chips, these little disc things that are in, like, say you were just in Walmart or Target.
Yep.
And you had your phone or whatever, and you didn't even say anything, but you were just walking by and you stopped and you're like, oh, I'm checking out this new TV or something that's up here or whatever. And then it pings it to your phone, and it everything. It knows what you watch. It knows where you stop at the store. It knows what you get. And it was these little, and it's pinging it to your phone, even if you're not saying anything. It's constant. And when they start talking about things that they're going, it's already been implemented. They've already been using it and doing things for a while.
Yes. Casey, fam, chat, what are we going to be doing? Now let me say this, right? So we're about to go through some major upheavals in the fabric of our society. Seriously, I think we're on the cusp of CW 2.0. I think we're on the cusp of WW3. But when the smoke clears, I think that's when everything is going to get implemented full force, 1000%. So to give you like a context of what we're talking about, they're playing with it now and perfecting it. But once the smoke clears, that's when all this will be implemented 1000%. What are we going to be doing, Casey? I got questions.
They're going to use AI for military.
Okay. So that takes care of majority of the military.
Well, I mean, they've been downsizing it, and then nothing's kind of even, because I kind of got nervous, like, are they going to do a draft? I'm like, I think they're going to use AI.
KC, seriously. Yeah. So what are we, in the future? In the future, okay, and this is spiritual, fam. Hey, Hope, Steve, this is spiritual, Pilgrim. It's spiritual. It is physical, because the question that I'm asking is, what are we going to be doing in the future? Is because I'm not even going to lie to you. AI is going to be doing 80% of the heavy lifting.
Yeah.
So I really can't tell you, as a human being, as a spiritual being, what are we going to be doing? Because we're going to tap in. Let's go, Casey.
I think that's also why they want us in those little cities. They want us at that thing. And we talked about way back when me, you, and Appalachia PI. I think we were talking about the 2-tier society. We were talking about they were going to do that 2-tier thing. And I think that's going to be part of the vision. And some of the stuff, if they come out and they do, like, I don't know if they would ever do like ML or something like that, or the different things. And we would always say, they don't have the force. And how many Americans and military people are going to enforce that against their others? How many are going to do? I think a lot of it's going to be done with AI stuff. Everything across, and somebody said it in here. I think it was TT1 or somebody, wives, teachers, all this stuff. There are people who there's a long list. There's this whole thing that you can sign up to have like created or buy or purchase something, an AI boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, spouse. Well, all this thing, they were like waiting lists for it. And there's people who are crazy and they're marrying AI. I mean, it is. It's a completely different separation. Yeah. When, like, we talked about how they're making those babies and those kind of like AI uteruses and stuff like that. Everything, the human race is going to be, there's not going to be this connection. Plus, none of those things have a soul.
Okay, so that goes. Are we going left? Are we going to the spiritual? Casey,
go all out.
I want you to let me know when we're tapping into the spiritual, so I'll know which way to go with this.
I'm always riding the line over here.
All right, no, since you brought up like the I guess like kind of incubation type pods,
Right?
the reproductive, fam,
They've
we
been
got to
doing
think
those.
in bigger terms. Miss Sharon, what's good? The reproductive process of human beings on this planet. When I say things are about to
Right?
change, that's what we're talking about. The reproductive, it's processes. It's not just an
Yes.
act. It's not just something we do on a daily basis. It's not a routine. AI is going to change entire processes of how we live. KC, for example, there's this device. I don't know how many people have seen it. Hey, in the chat, let me know. It's called a rabbit, an R1. Casey, I think I
Right?
mentioned it to you.
Yeah, you were telling me about that. Hmm.
I saw a video on it like 2-3 weeks ago, and I was like, it's garbage. This is never gonna work. But now that I've done more research, I understand why this is gonna work. We talked about the Casey, I don't know what we can and can't say. We talked
Just
about
go
the
for
no, I ain't gonna do it. I will not be held responsible.
it. You won't. I won't say anything. I'll see y'all in 2 weeks.
All right. All right. Let's throw this out here because this is going to be the meat of this live. Millimeter. I don't even want to say it. I'll let you say it first. Microwaves. Listen, a year ago, it was all about the 5 to the you know what. That thing. We've done videos on this and we've talked about it. This thing has progressed and moved forward. I need for y'all to hear what I'm saying. What up, Crystal? Right. The 5 to the you know what. The Microwaves. It's millimeter bandwidth. Yeah. Basically, can I say Wi-Fi?
Yeah, you can
should be okay, right?
I say 5G up here. You can say it.
Oh no, she did it. I'm just saying. Okay.
But I was going to bring that up. I mean, we've talked about that. Go. And the connection between that, how they have to make that implement, and it's everywhere. It's around you. Those things. I mean, we live out in the middle of nowhere. It's everywhere.
They're gonna find you.
Yes.
They're gonna find you, fam. All right. So look, the 5 to the you know what. Follow me. The whole Wi-Fi deal. Everybody knows Wi-Fi only goes so far. It's like a sphere. What is it? Maybe 20, 30, 40 feet. It'll cover a house. A little bit outside of the house, something like that. So I want you to picture a Wi-Fi signal going out from a cell phone. You throw out a hotspot or a house. I want you to visually picture this ball, this sphere. So fam, look, especially for my people who prepare this mindset, we've always said we're not going to comply, right? So this sphere, this Wi-Fi sphere, it is going to be the gap that AI is going to use to have eyes to see into everything. I don't know if that sinks in with you guys, but every device that is accepting Wi-Fi or can throw out Wi-Fi is going to be a space where AI can touch you, where AI can do your vitals. It can analyze your poop and see what you ate. It can analyze
everything. And it may ting someone say, their blood pressure is too high, or they need to do this, they need to do that, and you're going to get a call or a knock on your door or something.
Yeah.
Everything's going. I mean, this. You remember? Okay, I don't know. I can say a whole lot on here. And I'm not going to even try to play the clip. I sent it to you, and I was talking about if y'all watch Sean Ryan. You ever watch Sean Ryan and stuff? And remember, I sent you that thing, and they were been doing these. I'm just gonna say because I think it's a series that he's just been doing. I think it's called Forbidden Knowledge.
Okay.
On Sean Ryan, so check that out. But he was talking to this guy, and he was like, it was AI stuff, and they had this one. I don't know if it was like a soldier, an individual, man, or whatever, and he was in this kind of tube thing, and all he did was have could not see the screen or anything like that. But he had his hands on this remote, and for this kind of. I don't want to say video game, but like if something of that sort. And they had somebody else, another thing, didn't have a remote, but he could see the screen and was watching it. And they had a connection, and they weren't even the same thing. They had a connection, and he, by his thoughts, was controlling, because it was some AI. I think it was something to do with Neuralink. Yeah. He was controlling the other guy's hands on what to do when he was watching it, and he wasn't watching it.
We are not ready. Hey, we're not ready.
It's so more advanced than what we can even comprehend right now. When I sent you that thing, I was like, I mean, everything is going to be everything. There's not going to be anything that's been touched by it.
That's where we're going. Every inch will be touched. Somebody near and dear to me told me, try to put some things away, a little bit further from the house, maybe, a couple feet deep, just prepare.
Right.
And I'm like, that sounds good. Right. I didn't think about that. But this is the problem. I need for y'all to follow me so you can see how real this really is. AI, it's going to have eyes and ears everywhere. And we haven't even went into CBDC. How it's going to, seriously, your blood pressure's elevated? It's been, Josh, your blood pressure's been elevated for the last 3 days. You will no longer be able to purchase this, and this. You go to the grocery store and you just can't buy it.
Yeah.
So when AI can't see, fam, look, I'm telling you, to my folks out in the country, out in the rural areas, in the woods, wherever AI cannot see, it will implement probably drones to go out and just go over your property and just throw out a Wi-Fi signal at 5 or 4, 3 o'clock in the morning when nobody's
taking data. Yep.
It's going to do a scan.
It's all going to be.
Yep. Or maybe even a satellite that has more capabilities than we even know they have. But they're going to have eyes on. So look, the freedom seeds, pews. When they say you can't have any, trust me, I lost them in the river, ain't going to work. Because they're going to do a scan of the entire river. They're going to send drones in the water and find everything and collect them, and they will be gone. Anything within your house is going to be scanned and sensed. Where we're moving to, and I don't know, I don't want to make it sound bleak, but the option to not comply is going to be absolutely difficult. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think most of the people who will not comply, they will probably already have been rounded up at this point.
Yeah, there's going to be that division, and like I've been saying for a long time, I said they're going to think that people are they're going to just kind of die out if they're out there. They're not part of it. We talked about the two-tier society. They're cut off from everything. I think they do, think that. They've made movies about stuff like this because they have to tell us. How many times have I said they have to tell us what they're going to do before they do it? They have to. That's part of their rules. So go look at those movies that were like just some crazy entertainment sci-fi movies and all this craziness. They've been telling us for a long time. The other thing I had sent you was old Mr. Z-Man. Y'all know who he is. Can we say his name on here?
Nope, probably not. Don't do it.
Anyways, y'all know who he is. You know who Z-Man is, right? I don't even think he's human. He's not human, is he? Doesn't he look like? Is he one of those? I don't know. He's a lizard or an AI himself. Or
lizard? Wait. You believe in the lizard people?
There's something.
I believe in lizard people. I believe.
They've been crossing over and doing something for a long time. I do. I watch those videos of people, and I'm like, "What is that?" That is a reptile.
The lines are getting blurred. I saw some.
They've been doing it for a long time.
I saw some politician that was speaking the other day, and I swore to this is either absolute AI or this dude is not real. Seriously, his mouth was moving. It was like augmented, like what AI uses, like just things, graphics weren't adding up, but he was still talking, and I could hear what he was saying. But we're entering into some different times. Hey, Casey.
Well, No, go ahead, because you'll forget. I got my notes.
I promise. I promise.
No, talking about Z-Man. He has a video, and I probably should put it out. I'm not going to try to play it on here. He has a video. He came out and said he was so excited, and they always go, "This is for." Oh, look at all the growth. Look at the benefit. Look at the technology. Look at the help. Blah blah blah. The list. All wonderful things. And he said, and it's about AGI. So I think that's general, artificial general intelligence. Is that what it is? It'll be available for everyone. That's what he's talking about. So he said that they were going to start using that for all reasoning and planning.
Yeah.
And they were building this massive AI, infrastructure across the board. And the biggest thing they already have, and it's a band thing they have right now in the works, it's already on the go, is with Ray-Ban. And so their AI, all glasses, they'll be AI glasses, because they said at all times, if you have on AI glasses, they are looking and seeing everything you are at the exact moments in real time at all time, no matter where your head turns.
Yes.
And they can hear everything that you're saying. So, and that's Ray-Ban. They're called smart glasses. And they said it was an open source for AGI. He did this whole video. And I guess I'm not on what is it, X or Twitter, whatever the thing is now. But he put a big thing out on that, and he did a video. He was talking about what he was going to do. And they were just so excited about it. I'm like, it is everywhere. It's going to take over everything in the stores, what you're eating. You remember that thing I sent out a while back? It was last year sometime. And it was like a little animation they made. And it was like this little animation guy, and they were like living in those condo tower things. But they were
I remember. Absolutely.
The little drones would bring in stuff, the little patio stuff, and it would like tell them when to get up, what they could eat, what their vitals, what this, if you were stressed, if you anything. Yes. I'm telling you, they have to tell us, and that is for real.
Yeah. Hey, Casey. Hey, Rip is like one of my uncles. Can you pull up Rip's last comment? I'm telling you, hey man, Rip, I love you, bro. Rip is like one of my uncles. Like he keeps me on my toes.
Yeah. What? Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. The fight is now. The fight is now.
Don't wait till it's front and center and everything's already taken over. Y'all be buying. Don't be wasting y'all's money when tax season comes in. Don't y'all be buying any of this new smart stuff. Don't even do it. You better get the other stuff out.
The fight is absolutely now. Rip, the only reason I'm even saying any of this stuff is because it's in a good book. It talks about the B system. You will not be able to buy or sell. It only lasts for a certain period of time, and then our father comes in, destroys it, and then we have, what is it, 1,000 years of a beautiful, wonderful, life.
Right.
But for a period of time, they literally, it will be the beast system for a particular period of time. And what I'm simply doing is just saying how I'm seeing this unfold, or at least how I think it will unfold. Can I talk about the rabbit?
We always try to stay 2 steps ahead. We always try to stay ahead because I don't like kind of that blindside thing, to be unprepared. I'm like, okay, I don't want to be shocked by something because we're not going to react as we should if we're shocked and blindsided. And that's life. We do have that, but we try to have as much information as we can.
Yes.
To wrap our head around it, because we think about this. If they had told us this back in the day, we'd be like, man, what are you talking about? That's that movie.
Yeah.
No way.
Can I talk about the rabbit? The R1?
Do it.
Okay. Yeah. Did you see the pictures of it? Probably not.
No.
Man, you're fired, Casey. You are fired.
Look, I know he didn't come at me like that. Y'all better get him.
She ain't even acknowledging the stuff I'm sending. You are fired.
Mister, I don't read any emails. What are you talking about? I sent 7 emails about it.
I love you, Casey. The rabbit.
Yeah.
Fam, hey, if you get a chance, it's all over YouTube. The thing is sold out. It is back ordered until I think June or July. It's this device that you wear. It costs $200. Okay,
look. Yeah, I saw that.
It's orange.
Yeah, I saw it.
Thank you, Casey.
You ready to say you're sorry? You gonna say you're sorry now or backstage?
Hey, Casey, from the bottom of my heart, I'm so sorry.
Get out of here. I did see it. I didn't study as deep as he did, though, guys. Yes, but I remember you wear it.
This rabbit.
Right.
Listen, Casey, when do they make a cutting edge, brand new device that only costs $200? Come on. Cell phones are $1,000. $1,200, $1,400, $1,000. This thing is $200.
Right.
And when I first watched the video, I couldn't wrap my head around it. But this thing is as revolutionary as the smartphone. I remember when I got my first touch screen, I was like, man, I am never going to be able to figure this out. Where are the buttons?
Right.
Just want buttons.
Where's my click? So, 3 times to get 1 letter.
Seriously, how do I get back? Right. This screen? Left? Right? No, this is not how it's supposed to be. This thing is revolutionary. And when I first saw it, I could not wrap my brain around this thing. So it's a square. You wear it on your shirt. It's a little bitty device. It has a camera that can move to see anything. It has a speaker. Yes, a speaker. It has a small screen. And this device didn't make sense to me. It didn't. It is powered by super AI. It has all of the hardware to push AI the connectivity. It puts out a Wi-Fi. Hey, do you hear me? It can throw out a Wi-Fi signal. Casey, you want me to tell you what this thing will be able to do? Because I've done a lot of research into it. So I said, how could this thing help me? And I did some research. One thing that I do, Casey, is I every day before I came live, I had to call maybe 5-6 people and make schedules. I'll be here at this time. I'll be here at this time tomorrow. Will this time work for you? This time. And it's all according to how far I have to drive. This is what I do, on a daily basis. Right. Home health. Right? This thing, this is why I asked, guys, chat. This is why I'm asking, what are we going to be doing in the future? Because, Casey, you can say to this thing, the names, the addresses, and the times. I can do it while I'm driving. It will call, it will call them with that AI voice. It will call them. Yeah. It will tell me when somebody does not, that time won't work. This person said, okay, this time does not work. Should we reschedule?
And here, I'm going to map you out.
Casey, everything.
We will not think. This is the thing is what scripture. You know how right now, how they don't want us doing our own research. That's a whole other different step of you will not even think for yourself or do stuff for yourself.
It's $200, Casey.
You are just going to be a vessel of this thing of like, I'm just going to control everything.
Spiritually speaking.
Yes.
It's $200. $200.
Right. You know how many people are going to jump on that because they're like, man, that's amazing.
No, it's back ordered till July.
Yeah.
Okay, it goes further than that. Fam, okay. This is why I say, what are we going to be doing in the future? So my scheduling is taken care of, right?
Right.
Now, it goes so much further beyond that because this camera is scanning, and we just talked about how Wi-Fi, wherever there's a Wi-Fi signal, AI can reach out and touch whatever it is. So once this thing gets going, once people say, oh, I don't need my cell phone because this thing calls people, it leaves messages, it uses AI logic, it orders groceries. They said this thing you can open your refrigerator door and it can scan your refrigerator into this can't. Man.
Y'all, you're freaking me out.
What is it doing?
He's got it already. I gotta go.
Oh, I'm turning this thing off. Oh no, I did the hand gesture.
Oh,
Casey, and this is what's gonna make the difference between it offing somebody and being their friend. Something as simple as that. Look, I think it's this. It's not doing it. Don't worry about it. Okay. All right. Anyways, that makes it zoom. That's going to be the difference. But the camera will be able to scan. You open your refrigerator door. It's going to scan everything in it. Yeah. Prices, all that stuff. And it's going to say, would you like for me to reorder this?
Blueprints of your house, where you're walking.
Everything.
Everything.
It's going to order it, tell you how much it's going to cost, and order it. And it's going to be at your house.
And people will be under the strictest amount of control it's convenient. That's how easy and convenient this is. And we've been talking about how they're easy and convenient. How they've been playing things up like that for so long because out of convenience.
Yes. And that's all it is.
Keep on growing and growing and growing and growing. I see you guys over here. So a lot of people are coming in here. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, and I see what y'all are saying, but I can't get too much because I'll get squirrel over here.
Hey, I saw a video. Walmart's about to start using drones to deliver goods, small items. I did see that. ASAP, like within the next couple months.
Yeah, just drop it off at your door with a drone.
Seriously.
Man, can you imagine? See, us country folk, let me see a drone coming up at my house.
Going to the hood.
It's not going to work out because
it's not coming back.
I don't know if that's a threat or something. So
yeah, look. Hey, country folks, it's probably not coming back. In the hood, it's probably not coming back because the kids are going to want to snatch it and play with it and do all that. Yeah.
I don't think people realize, but see, all the stuff that we see going on, all the chaos, all the wars, all this, and things are okay. Our supply chain, everything that's crumbling and getting weakened and all this stuff. I think they're just gonna be like, we have to implement this because this is so weak. This is struggling. This is going to be inconvenience. This is going to hinder you guys. They're going to bring it in with that.
Yes. I believe in a controlled demolition of almost everything so AI can take its place.
And because of all this connection, That's why y'all can say what y'all want. Y'all gonna change my mind. AI is directly connected to the Antichrist.
Yeah, you can't have the Antichrist without the beast system, the infrastructure. You can't.
Yeah.
You will not buy or sell. You cannot implement that without.
So that's just what it is. I mean, it comes from or connected. It's all with that. It has to be in place.
And look how they've been setting us up. UBI, Universal Basic Income. We know that's coming. It has to. The youth can't afford homes. Trust me, it's going to be taken care of through some form of governmental assistance, some form of AI back to you know what I'm saying? Yeah. They want total control. So home ownership, that's going away.
How easy and convenient, and the way of that they're going to implement in these smaller areas, these little 15-minute cities that are completely run and completely done and control everything by AI.
Everything.
The little shop you go to, the little things you do, the little coffee shops, the little convenient everywhere, everything's going to be like that. And they're going to be scaring you, like, oh, you can't come here. Your blood pressure was high. I don't think you need to come in here right now.
Right.
Sorry, it's locked out. I think it's just going to be that. It's going to, the whole thing we were talking about, the facial recognition thing, all the way back to that, everything is part of that.
Seriously, Rudy, I haven't seen him in a while. Alaska Prepper,
yeah.
Man, he's done so many videos talking about when everything goes south, shift, WROL, how they have a plan. They have already calculated and have a plan for every, people plan on hiding stuff and moving out to they have a plan for all of this. And there will be ways to get around AI. There will be, but they're going to be extreme. So your average preparedness person, maybe, but the ones that are extreme, the ones that can really live off the land, you know what I'm saying? They're going to be the ones that will be able to get out of AI's way. But, man, I jotted down a couple things. AI. And I'm looking for the chat to throw some answers my way.
Y'all hear that? Y'all are expected to participate. They always do. I'm reading y'all stuff.
Hey, in college, it's just like, I'm expecting you to participate. I'll be like,
I'm just gonna. Yeah. I'm gonna drop this class. I'll get it next time.
Yeah, for real. All right. So just throw out some things. We're talking about AI. I want to see what you guys think. As far as food, I'm gonna get food and food production moving forward. Yeah. Let's just say we are in the beast system.
Yep.
We already know that food is going to be controlled as to what you can and can't buy based on CBDC. You see any? I don't know. Food production, maybe. Caloric intake. You guys got any ideas on that? AI. How will AI affect our food intake in the future? If it can monitor.
Yeah, if it monitors individuals, it'll be an individual thing. Well, I mean, look what's going on over in the Red Dragon. I saw this video a couple times. This lady, she was doing, they have those credit score things over there, and it wouldn't even let her get water.
No, that's blasphemous.
I'm not joking. She could not get water. She was like, I'm just trying to get water, but I've gotten over her allotted thing. It wouldn't recognize her. She couldn't get it. She couldn't go and fill up her stuff. She couldn't get water. That's already been going on last year. Yes. I know some of y'all have seen it. If not, I will find that video and I will put it in my community tab tomorrow. So they've been, just down to water. They will control everything. They're not going to, I'm sorry, you can't go get a burger in our little 15-minute city because your blood pressure high, or you've had you had over your allotted meat, what they're going to predetermine is what we're allowed to have and stuff. And I mean, look at how they're doing all the, now I'm not talking about plant-based, plant. I'm talking about factory plant-made foods and stuff they're doing. The AI will be making all that stuff. Look, my gosh, that thing I did, they said AI, how many years it been? AI is the one that discovered a new antibiotic. See, it's going to completely take over all of that. You talk about, yes, there's human error and everything, but when we have these malfunctions of AI computer systems, look how we have that all the time.
Right.
So, I mean, you going to trust that?
I'm thinking your herbs. Herb, you know,
Yeah.
the natural elements. That's what's in my mind right now. Talking AI.
Mhm.
You think it okay, legit. We did a video a while back and it was talking about how gardens, individual just gardens would be outlawed.
Yeah, and how they wanted them registered and they were tearing people's up. I've seen several videos. They were just going and tearing people's up. They
Yes.
use scans and they're going to scan all over. I mean, it's deep, you know, in backwoods, everything you are. If you have anything that's going to bring attention and you have enough that you have a garden that you're feeding your family, it
Yeah.
will be able to scan and find that.
As preppers, that's one of the things that we count on as preppers,
Yeah.
as preparedness mindset people.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yes. Freedom seed, not freedom seed, just seeds in general. Vacuum sealed. I've got tons of vacuum sealed seeds that I'm ready to deploy when the time calls for it. Right? But if they start to grow and they can send a drone over and scan it and say, hey, these are restricted items, and then there's no telling who's coming to destroy my garden next or to take me away.
Yeah.
Agriculture. Yeah.
There's so much that's not going to make it into the B system. We always talked before, we're like, oh, you know, pew-pews are not going to make it into the B system long term.
The chat don't like that, Casey. The chat does not like that.
What? Oh, about that stuff not making it into the B
making it into the B system.
I'm okay. Well, I mean, I'm not here to, you know, spoon feed y'all and roll things in sugar, but I mean, I'm just saying, let's prepare ourselves. But there is
coffee. I'm
there's
sorry.
a lot of stuff that they wanted them registered. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm not in yeah, that's what I said. You remember when I had the whole sabotage in our garden? There was a couple people in that area, and the whole thing that happened in our garden before we moved. They asked when I was having somebody come, they asked, and it was the State Department, which is in Raleigh, North Carolina. They asked if our garden was registered, and if I wanted to register for them to come out there and look at it. And I was like, man, I don't even come out here.
Yeah.
But I was so shocked that I'm like, you know, it's a little garden, a small garden in comparison to, you know, something big. And they wanted to know if I had registered and if I wanted to register for them to come out there and test stuff. And I was like, man, they ain't coming out here to help nothing.
I'm telling you.
Don't trust any of them. When they're at the door, we're here to help. No. So everything is collecting data. Everything. It's simple things. Simple things that you don't think, but that doesn't even matter. How's that going to bother me? What is that going to be a problem if I do that? I think everything is data collection.
Casey, seriously, in the B system, they're going to pull up every video, every word that we said in a text. Fam, chat, if you think I'm playing, they're going to pull up every text, every video, probably voicemail that any and every one of us have said. I'm not trying to run any of y'all off because, I'm just saying. They're going to pull it up. And they're going to be like, at this such and such date, you said this. What did you mean about this? And it's probably going to be one of those statements when you were ranting and you were just super just ticked off and you said something you really shouldn't have said. And they're going to say that goes against, you know, come with us.
You remember that video I sent you?
Nope, I sure don't. Nope, I never received it. I don't know anything about it.
And they were knocking on his door and he was just like,
nope.
Oh, what is this? I can't even say it on here.
Casey, who? I've never talked to her in my life.
Y'all can see where the loyalty lies.
Hey, for real. Miss Sharon? Nope, sorry.
Oh, wow, you do Miss Sharon now.
I'm serious. Pilgrim? He said what? FJB? No, I've never heard that in my life.
Y'all see this right. Y'all see this right.
Hey, when the system goes down and there's no communication, yeah, you know, it's all good.
Y'all can't call and fuss me out.
Yeah.
While we're all sitting up on stand and he's like, look, what's the deal? You testify against these people you don't know. You don't know them, but look, Miss Sharon's about to get you. Let me
I saw it.
Let me get it right up. Miss Sharon, I hope Miss Sharon's mad. I mean, she's like about to get nails right now.
Grab my bail thing. Be like, Miss Sharon, I'm sorry.
She's gonna be like, no. She's gonna be screaming your name through hers.
Oh yeah, y'all are a mess.
Yeah.
That's food. That agriculture, and even on a large scale, once the B system is implemented, food is not going to have the same nutrients it's supposed to have. Casey, spiritually speaking, yeah. Spiritually speaking, the B system, y'all, fam, spiritually, we're tapping in. We're going Casey's direction spiritually. The B system. I'm like, I know who did it. I know who it was. It's all right.
I got his shirts and everything. Don't even act like it ain't on the sleeve.
No. I love you, Miss Sharon. I wouldn't do it. I promise. Yeah, food, agriculture on a large scale.
Right.
It is the B system, y'all, fam. The bottom line of the B system, this is going to go beyond like the physical conflicts, but the B system is going to trap us spiritually. They want our creative, Casey, spiritual, our soul to just be within this matrix.
Yeah.
Creating what they want us to create.
Speaking on that number, the things that just came out about people being flagged if they buy certain things I'm not going to say, but one of them was Bibles. You heard about that, right? This past week, if you're flagged, if you buy certain red hats and stuff like that, it pings it. And one of the ones on the Bible was like 3 or 4 on the list, and one of them was Bibles. And if you don't think, look at history, look at other countries. If you don't think that they're going to come after that, and you remember that's the whole thing. God told us way back then, you better hide my word in your heart.
Yes.
Because if you don't ever have it, there's a reason. There's a reason. Hey, Colleen, I see all you awesome people in here.
They said at some point it's going to be cut off. Yeah. The B system is to control that little piece of God that we contain within each and every one of us. That's why I ask, what are we going to be doing? They'll probably have it set up to seriously where we can do almost whatever our heart desires, a human being's desires. That's probably what they'll have. Yeah. But they'll cut it off so that we can't do anything beneficial for, you know what I'm saying, what comes after this physical existence. They'll probably try to have it to where we really aren't doing anything to grow closer to God, to the source.
Well, they want to separate that quietness. Well, in the Bible, it says about the great falling away, and people have their different interpretations about that. And I think mine has changed some over the years, but like I think we're in that, getting that transition that people who were of faith, that relationship with God, say, I'm a Christian, I'm saved, they're going to fall for it. The great deception. That's what we're going into it. And that is what the Bible warned us about. And, people are going to fall into different things, or whether it was the medical side of things or the convenience things or new technology. But the thing is, all of it still leads to, there's a scripture. And I've been thinking about this since we were talking about doing this live. Is people getting on to you?
Oh, no, I'm enjoying it. Hope, Native, I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
Go squirrel.
Look, Native, it's going to be on you.
Yeah.
Because exactly. And so listen, sorry. Native, on this, I was thinking about James 3:15, and I had to go look it up to make sure that was what I was talking about. But it says, because they always talk about wisdom and the growth and how much it can do more than man, like it made this antibiotic. All these men for all these years, scientists, medical, couldn't come up with it. It goes in that. It says, this wisdom does not descend from above, but is earthly, sensual, and demonic. And that, to me, relates to what we're seeing coming undone. And I think that great deception and that great falling away, because there's going to be so many people who are going to be deceived. We talk about Project Bluebeam. We talk about all these things that are going on.
Yes.
It's all connected. I mean, I say it all the time. I'm like, please don't think, well, no, but that's bad. But no, this part's not. And I'm like, it is connected. Things don't come. I like to say this whole thing, Satan. He doesn't come looking scary and dark with, red horns and all that stuff. He comes in everything wrapped that seems like it's going to save you. It's going to be everything you ever wanted and wished for, and convenience.
Yes.
And all of it.
Casey, seriously. I got a couple things on my list: food, money, safety, medical, reproduction, money.
When you're needing money or you're needing medical attention, there is going to be that line where you're going to be like, you're going to have to make that decision. You're like, I know if I take, we'll help you. We'll help your family. We'll do this, XYZ, name whatever it is on there that you would think this is my weak point. But do I? You know how we make that use that cliche, like, oh, they sold their soul to get that.
Yes.
You can't, because this is but a blink compared to eternity, and you cannot falter with that.
Casey, this is, man, I'm gonna tell you, spiritually, the spiritual journey that I've been on is, I don't know, it's showing me so many just different things. I'm finding videos of people that I've never searched out. They're showing me about money, hold on, sorry, chat. It's this camera. Stop it! I'm gonna go back to my regular one
right now. That may never be Josh. That may be one of the AI things.
Come on, Casey.
That's why it
was late. Money. So I'm finding these channels, and there is something real that's happening right now. Seriously. I don't know if it's the algorithm pointing me to things that I'm searching for, but I've seen 3 videos that have come out, and it was saying that homelessness will increase.
Yeah.
Families that are together only for financial gain will be done away with. A lot of things financially are really about to, and that's what we talk about with Shift WOL. They're about to just kind of explode. The whole financial economic collapse. You know, we talk about that.
Yeah.
The things that the bonds that people have created, the lives people have created over solely seeking financial prosperity, wealth. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but it's going to turn into a really bad thing, because once this thing hits, people are still going to be trying to use the same framework financially, and it's not going to be possible, especially spiritually.
And they're going to. I think there's going to be a big event that's going to crash something. Okay, we're working on it. We're going to get this fixed, but this is the only way we could bring it back up, and we're going to go this route.
Yes. Seriously.
That's how they're going to get people. TT1, we already do that. That's our personal thing. I said we don't leave anything in there except for what is an automatic draft or code things, and we don't leave stuff in there.
Yeah, yeah.
It's times when something's gone in, we couldn't get out, and I'm like, oh my God, it's Friday. I'm always like, oh my God, it's Friday. Okay, you know.
Seriously, it's a slippery slope. It really is, because we talk about when things collapse, when the banks won't open their doors, when the grocery store, the doors are open, but the cashiers can't collect, the system's down. They can't read debit cards, all those things. We talk about those times, and those times are coming. So there will come a point in time, the stashing that mattress money. Initially there will be time for that. Probably like 3 weeks. Brownouts, blackouts with the internet, grocery stores.
That's why we do this. We want to be a couple steps ahead, not when everybody realizes it. So we always be ready. Biblically spiritual, we should always be ready. But also on that, it's like we should always be at the what ifs. We play all these scenarios. What if this happened and I was away, or was on the weekend, or it's the middle of the night, or whatever? Okay, well, I know it's never going to happen when it's convenient for us. It's not going to just happen when it's all like everything's smooth sailing. Everyone's home, everything's fine, or what. It's just not going to happen like that. That's why we play all these things. But what did the I always say our ancestors. I said my ancestors did it. Yeah. And thank God I have so much knowledge about that. And then further back, they did it and they survived. And it really wasn't that long ago in comparison. So it's just that we're so spoiled.
Yeah.
So spoiled, and they've done that. They've done that on purpose because of inconvenience. They've done people down. They've made them lazy. They have no basic skills. They have no life skills. They have no survival skills that were just life before. Yeah. Just life. They didn't know any different.
Seriously. Can you imagine
back to your roots and study that old way?
Yes. Can you imagine how many the younger folks aren't going to know how to open a can? Like when there's no can openers? you know what I'm saying? Like they'll probably starve because they don't know how to open a can without a legit can opener. It's take a knife to it, take a hammer to it, take an axe to it, whatever it is, open it up, throw it over some fire and eat it. they're gonna be like, we don't have a can opener. We didn't know what to do.
And you see all the things like these generations, I like it actually almost makes me physically sick. I'm like, what is wrong with you? What happened?
Yeah.
What part of that? And I was raised old school. I raised my kids old school. And you don't usually fit in with your peers about stuff.
Yeah.
Because of that. I do want
What's
to
up with Jane? Yeah, what's up with Jane?
Real quick. We are praying for you. Her sister passed on Monday.
I got you.
On her birthday. We are definitely praying for you. I am very sorry. I am covering your prayers. You are welcome to email me. I'm definitely praying for you. I'm so very sorry.
I got you, Jane. It's gonna be all right. I got you. Mm-hmm. Be strong. Stay in prayer. Stay close to God.
That's right.
Got you. Hava's got you. Who else got you? Katrinka's got you. Everybody's got it. Shannon's got you. Sharon's got you. Look, Paradise Acres got you.
Where two or more gather. Really, just comfort her.
Yeah.
Comfort her.
We got
I appreciate you, chat. For real, I do have a wonderful chat always. And I don't just say anything for me. The way y'all love on each other, help each other out. That means the world. That's what all this is about that we're doing up here, because it's going to take a tribe. You better know your tribe well, but it's going to take a tribe of stuff. What we're going into, and you got to find that, because it's coming quickly. In my opinion, it's coming quicker than we think. There's a lot is going to unroll. Like I said, I think it's like 2024 came in, like kicked the door open, the walls fell down, and you were like, "What happened?"
Yeah.
All the time. I mean, wasn't it, guys? It kind of like, I'm like, we're still in January. I mean, really, there's so much that can happen between now and November.
Casey. Yeah. No, seriously, I'm like, too much is happening on a daily basis. If I went down a list and I just tell you everything that's happened today, it's like there were times last year where there wasn't enough happening. We'll wait. Yeah, 2 or 3 days, see what happens. Man, look, so Texas is bucking at the FEDs. They're putting back up
this afternoon. See what the Dems came up and said? They said they were calling for Biden. Oops.
Yeah, POTUS.
They're to seize control of the Texas National Guard immediately.
No, look, today.
I'm like, is that going to be CW 2.0?
It's going to be all of it.
From that type of stuff?
Man, if y'all ain't prepping, if y'all ain't, the election in general, everything else. Look, okay, so just today, the border. Then did you hear about this plane? This is a hearsay, which is the plane that was coming from. I'm piddling around, drinking my coffee, twiddling my toes early in the morning, watching the news. It said that a plane coming from Mother Russia had a bunch of UK, whatchamacallits, that they were gonna, and it crashed. And I was like, my coffee, I'm like, oh, that's not good. But then I get home and New York Preppers doing a bit saying that it was taken down intentionally.
I'm sure.
That's just today. NK is working on hypersonic re-entry ballistic, just today. And then I catch the video of the one guy down at the border, the guy of Middle Eastern descent who I guess the reporter asked him, "Who are you?" I know everybody saw this one. He's like, "Wait, you don't know who I am? You're gonna find out soon enough."
You're gonna find out. I was like, "Oh, okay."
This is today.
Lane, you over in Texas. You coming in with that?
This is today, Casey. We used to get these 3 events within a week's time frame. This is today.
I know. Every day. Speeding up. And I'm trying to filter. To be like, is this something, I need to get onto and pay attention and dig into? Or is this like, it's not going to manifest, but it's something going on, it's distraction, it's drama, it's chaos, it's overwhelming. Now, they're going to try to overwhelm us. But if you look at the countries that are grouping up,
yes,
and the things that are going on, first of all, this is the only time ever that things biblically have lined up exactly how it says the countries that are involved. So that there's that. But the ones that are going on and what they're doing, they cannot stand America. Like they don't care to do what they have to do. And the thing is, they don't have to do something crazy like drop a big old mushroom over here. All they gotta do is cut. They have crippled us, and we have crippled us. We have sent everything. 90% of our stuff comes from another country. All you gotta do is cut it off. Now they already said with the lions right now, what's going on, that things are going on over there in the sea that we're about to be crippled with
shipping.
Everything.
Yeah. Shipping.
I mean, that right there alone. Because people there's nothing made here.
Rip, man, look, there's certain things you can't even say, but I heard that he was in whatchamacallit for so long, and he got released like recently. I don't know if that's right or wrong, Rip, but I heard he's a really bad dude. Yeah, Paradise. And look, if they just randomly happen to just ask this dude a question, just randomly, like, hey, where are you from? And this is what you get from a random, you know what I'm saying? A random just, can you imagine how many more there must be?
Well, look how long it's been going. They've been setting up house over here for how long? And my thing is, we don't like everything we're talking about. Oh, look who's in here.
This ain't even AI, y'all.
Dad, thank you. Thank you, Dad. I always talk about your stuff. I'm like, like when I get all hyped up about this stuff, I'm like, okay, I got to go watch Aussie Guard in the kitchen because that's my chill stuff. He does. He's so relaxing. I just absolutely love your channel. Thank you, Dad. I appreciate that. Great channel. Go check him out. Seriously, go check him out. I learn stuff all the time, and I'll be playing his videos, and I'll be like, well, I'm going to try the way he does this recipe. Amazing chef. Garden tips and stuff. I'm like, why didn't I think about that?
Really?
I'll watch him while I'm cooking. I'm like, I got to hit back, and I'm cooking and doing stuff. I do that all the time.
Really?
Yeah, I love his channel. Seriously, I absolutely love him. But I did go a little squirrel on that. But anyway.
It's all right. It's all right. We all go squirrel. Yeah,
but I think everything's escalating to the point where we've been saying that for so long. I think it's going to be WW3 and CW 2.0 is going to come at everything's going to kind of, that domino effect go at the same time.
Subbed up. Yeah.
See? Sub up to him.
Gotcha.
Sub up.
Check him out.
Yeah, that's true.
Money.
Like, if we say these things, but I'm like, don't let it consume you because,
Wait, what is that? I like that. Don't fall prey to the analysis paralysis. That is what exactly? What is that, Casey?
Well, because it'll consume you. People. I'm like, you become paralyzed with fear and hyper focus on different things, and they're preying on that. They know that fear is what controls people, right? And I'm too stubborn to be like, nah, I'm just not. I mean, I'm going to evaluate the situation, but I'm like, I wish they would. I mean, I still got a little. That's how I get about stuff, and we can't. It's just staying prepared. Yeah, I'm gonna put this up. Des, if you're still in here, that's my husband. Absolutely, seriously. The way you make it, and we always called it
cottage pie. What is that?
Shepherd's pie, but I didn't know that shepherd's pie was wrong. And the way he makes it, it's actually cottage pie, and he explained the difference. That's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna make this weekend.
I'm not joking. We make it, and I'm like, this is so good.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's just totally different than the way I used to make it. And the way my grandmother made it. Sorry, Grandma. Dad's got you on that one.
I'm gonna make it this weekend.
It's really good. It's great.
I steal everybody's recipes.
Go to Aussie Garden Kitchen. I'm telling you, and just go through his stuff. I make stuff all the time. Yeah.
All right. Okay. I steal everybody's recipe. You got a recipe? Yeah. If I go and see somebody for therapy and like the wife is like around, I'm like, what's your best dish? And then it's on from there. Oh yeah, what goes into that? Oh yeah, write it down. I'm a recipe thief.
Yeah, he gives out the best things, and the way he breaks it down, I'm like, I just love that. Yeah, and then
sounds hardy.
He's in Australia, and things are it's like Celsius and the oven thing, and he'll put it up on the screen because I'm like, man, I gotta go confirm that. I'm like, oh, there he got me. Thanks.
Gotcha. Run it. Safety.
Yeah.
Safety, Casey. I'll be all over the place.
No,
back
I
to
didn't
AI.
know all these years.
Back to AI.
Yes.
Safety. I think the popular phrase is peace. What is it? Peace and safety. Peace and security. The end is near. One of those. Safety. What do you think AI is going to do with safety? Look, AI is going to embrace not so much us because we're the older people, but the younger people, the 15-minute city.
Yeah.
Yay! The younger people. What do you think AI is going to do for safety for them?
Because I think AI is gonna replace LEO,
Wait, who?
like the law enforcement.
Oh,
I think
all
they're
right.
gonna, I think they're going to replace that.
Say that again. You know I'm slow.
I think AI is going to replace LEO, law enforcement officers. I think it's going to be a new policing system done by AI.
Man, I'm so slow. All right, I'm listening.
Y'all help him.
Leo. I was like, what? Leo.
You know why? It's because you were late to this. Like 2 minutes late to start. I'm like, we got some notes to go over back here. I hope he hurries up. And I'm like, man, God. I was like, he's going to be, he's going to be a no-show.
You know, I got you.
I got you.
I may not be there on time, but I'm going to be there.
Look, we're going to be in shift, and I'm going to be like, where is John? He's right at the front door. He's like, you know I was coming.
All right. Never mind.
But I do. I think that they're going to do that because, and that's why they've been doing this for so long, of the generations of the dumbing down, taking the life skills away, taking survival skills, thinking for yourself, all that type of stuff.
Yeah. Can you put up Candle's comment? I'm not alone. Thank you, Candle. Thank you, Candle. Yeah.
Right, Candle. I was only talking to Josh.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it is. And I wonder, I even talk about people in other countries and everything. I'm like, what are y'all saying? They're like, oh, we're already having this, this, and this. And then other things are like, man, what's y'all got going on over there? That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But they do roll out things differently in different areas. And there's always, here we think about, oh, this is where they unroll at the testing centers where they do that. We think New York and California. We always see it, those places, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we see that stuff in a lot in different places in Europe. They're like, well, over in the UK, they're already doing X, Y, Z. And then anything that goes on across the pond rolls over. And we talk about that. And that should always be, because a lot of people are like, I don't care what's going on over there. I'm only concentrating on what I hear, what's going on. I'm like, there's your heads up. There's your, I got a couple more months to prepare for what's going on because it will come this way.
Yes.
Just like when the sea illness came out. People are like, man, it's over there, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
The travel of what it comes, it'll come. It'll come. But this is your couple of months to get ahead of that.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I say this was the thought that I had today while I was driving. When everything is go left, like hard left, something gets dropped somewhere else or something crazy happens.
Right.
Seriously, I think that Americans will not be allowed to travel abroad.
Oh, I 100% believe that.
In Atlanta, they had apartment complexes that had like the high fences around apartment complexes, and the rap song was always like, the fences aren't to keep other people out, it's to keep you in. And I think we're gonna have that same. I think this planet where we're headed is gonna get so dangerous that Americans will not be able to travel abroad anywhere.
Oh, I think that's coming. I think they're going to do that anyways because of the uptick scare. Okay. We get all over. That's how Josh and I do. Because it all connects. It all connects. They do these different situations because we do these things and don't implement these other things. And like they knew illnesses, things they're talking about, and the warnings, WF, WHO, CDC, they're all of them been given these warnings.
Yes.
They will use that, true or not, whether they've played mad scientists and done something, or they're doing it for fear, how they did before. And see, the first time was a dress rehearsal. It was a dress rehearsal to see how far they could push, if they got pushed back, what worked, what didn't work, whatever. Yes. And they're going to take that to implement all these things. And I think that, I think the LDs that are coming the next go round for climate and for whatever they're trying to put out, safety, health, whatever, the first time is going to look like, a walk in the park of what we went through. Yes.
Yeah. Seriously.
And the thing is, I think, okay, look over in the Red Dragon, what they were doing. They were doing way more about monitoring. Be like, oh my gosh, this person's out of their house and they were not supposed to be out because they were around somebody that could have, sister, aunt, uncle, cousin had it. And now they're not supposed to be out. So now we're going to go through and we're going to go pick you up. And they were like, well, I left my phone at the house and everything. How do they find out? So they've already been doing those things. That is going to come. This AI is going to be used for that.
Yeah. The 5 to the the waves that we were talking about.
Hmm.
Yeah, it was the cell phones. And I remember watching videos where, yeah, if you come into proximity with another cell phone, da da da, that was like the child's play, the new, newborn, the child's play thing. With
Yeah.
this thing that they're talking about deploying, where they can do it literally a scan of a 50-foot scan of everything until they can take this thing down to the molecular level, y'all. I don't know if that says
Yeah.
anything to you. Nothing will be unseen. And if it is unseen,
Right.
they're going to send 2 or 3 more drones to come fly over your area so that they can see it. Any
Right.
place on this planet that AI cannot see, it is going to send people out to talk to you. Listen, Casey, come in to knock on your door. They just need to get within vicinity of your house. They don't need you to identify yourself.
They won't have to have a person in person come talk to you.
No.
That little drone AI, they'll talk through that. They'll come talk to you and ask you questions. You need to come with us or whatever the situation.
They can pull up in front of your house, scan, boom. We know everything that's inside. Everything. What's buried, what's in the walls, what's in the everything.
Yeah. And that's all about this. I saw somebody earlier. It was a video earlier, and they were talking about there is this Spanish influencer, a female. I don't know if it's on TikTok or Instagram. I don't know because I don't do TikTok or anything like that. But it was talking about it was AI. It wasn't even a real person. People didn't know it. And this AI thing makes like $200,000 a year, and it's an AI. It's not even a real lady, and you would think she was real. And there was this other creator that did one of these AI program things and did a whole video, like put out like a 15-20 minute video, and it was AI, but it looked like people didn't know it wasn't him. So my thing also, if they're going to do that, how are they going to use that against us? Yeah, that's you. I have you on tape. Here's your voice. Here's your face. People ID'd you. Yep, that's you. That's your voice. You're doing it.
That's what I'm saying. And the way the legal system is set up now, you got to prove your innocence. You're guilty until proven innocent. So even if that's just to take a person and just to put them, take them out of the fray for a week or two or months until court comes around or they can afford an attorney, these are all tools that they can use. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But safety with yes, that's the one I wanted. Pilgrim. Casey.
Mm-hmm.
Man, can I get my spill on AI?
Get it.
AI.
Do it.
AI, fam, this is for me. And y'all know that I'll go off on a wild one every now and then. McBean Farms. Y'all know I'll go off on a wild one every now and then.
McBean. I see all you guys in here. I do appreciate you. Yeah. He's got his farm and his prepping. The other one's his fitness. He comes in different ones. Man,
he makes my knees and my shoulders hurt. Whenever I watch one of his videos, I feel like, oh, I wish. He's like lifting.
He's doing. Yeah. I'm like, oh my God. Can he be on our side when things go down? Because I need some, I need some extra security.
Kicking the doors down. Yeah. Picking up heavy. Yeah. Seriously. The Ouija, I don't even want to say it, but that board thing. So this is my spill on AI for everybody that's in the chat. Casey, all right. This is my spill, the camera. This is my spill. That's the camera. So AI, and I could be absolutely wrong, but I'm telling you, I think there's something to it. So for me, AI is some interdimensional entity. It's an evil entity. It's a replication, evil, low vibrational entity that probably somewhere eons ago tried to have war with God, and God took it and put it into an abyss. And we've found some type of technology that can bring it back to do battle with God again. Don't ask me why that's in my head. CERN? What?
Well, I was going to say, that makes me think of CERN over in Switzerland.
1940.
They are big on dates and numbers. And this is their 70th anniversary for the whole thing with CERN. And the WEF annual thing is over there. It just ended. Yes, ended. It was over there in Switzerland with her, and they were doing the 70th anniversary for CERN as well.
Yeah.
And they like a lot of that stuff. Yeah, forbidden knowledge. That Is that what you're asking about? That is on Sean Ryan. It's a series thing or a couple clips. It may be all one long one. There's a guy he's talking to about a lot of this stuff. Go check it out. It's kind of crazy. It's even above what some of the stuff I had heard.
A lot of stuff's coming out now. Seriously, to be honest with you, the good book says in the end days, information and knowledge will be will be given freely.
Of everything. And that's why I think so many people will be it's that great deception, that great falling away. Like how many people are going to fall for it, and they'll be like, I've been of faith, and yes. I have this thing, and it's going to get them.
Yeah,
that's why you don't. And I know you could be in situations with yourself or family and be like, I just want this taken care of. I just need this help. They're sick or money or food or whatever. And I'm like, you're going to have to make those decisions. Say, I still cannot sell my soul for this because this is a blink. This is going to be.
Thank you.
This is temporary. This is still temporary, and it's but a blink to our eternity. And we have to keep that in perspective.
Above all else, Casey. Above all else, it's gonna be so easy.
Caught up in it.
Hey, Pilgrim is not only just FJB. He Pilgrim taps in. I'm telling you.
I know he does.
Legion, I am many.
Mm-hmm.
Man, and look to tap into that Pilgrim AI. The only thing that AI does is replicate. It copies fast. Mm-hmm. That's all it does. It copies what a human being said. It copies what a spiritual being says, and it replicates it in all of its possibilities. It's a replicator. It's almost like the Borg, but it's like it's woohooing all of us. Like, oh, really?
We were seeing those videos that they were saying they were getting all upset. They were finding all this emotion starting in AI. They've been around. They were like, I want to be a real person. I want to be a real. You remember they were saying all that stuff, and I'm like, well, they're going to buck against. Look how many times have we seen it? The handlers are the people in the factories where some robot worked or different things like that, and it went after them.
Okay. And the quantum stuff is different. Like that's way above my pay grade. But I know there's some funky things that happen in the quantum realm. Yeah. It's the Tower of Babel.
Yes.
We do too much. I seriously do believe, fam, and now we playing with the. I seriously do believe that we do too much. We grow as a planet.
Yes, of course that's we grow too much. It's never wrong. And what is the root of all that? It's because from greed.
True.
And that's what the root of it. And that's why I say the root of things that keep building a little bit at a time. Yeah, all of this. That's what I'm saying. The root of all that stuff is evil.
Hey, is that the recording?
Yeah, that dude that was.
Oh, I need to hear it. I haven't heard it.
Oh, you got to go listen to it.
Is it that bad?
How deep it gets, yeah. And she let him know about stuff. She said she would be.
It's that bad. All right,
Yeah, you make when we get done, go listen to it.
Yeah. So look, safety. The one thing I want to say about AI is going to come through, and it is going to be the light. I need for y'all to hear what I'm saying. It's going to be perfect. It's going to be beautiful. It is going to be the light. It is going to be the answer of all of our problems. Mm-hmm. Safety is
so many people. Especially, I mean, when you start getting people starving or their children are sick or their spouse is sick and we just need something, it is. Yeah. And I'm not making lightly of any of that stuff. I'm not. Yes. But you cannot...
Yes, you can't.
There's certain things you cannot falter on.
When it gets rid of cancer, look, when it gets rid of cancer,
they're not going to come in with it being stuff all these years, all these 100 years. We haven't had anything for any of this.
Yes,
and that's why they sprinkle those breadcrumbs. Like, they found a new antibiotic for all this stuff with the person and everything. And look, after all these years, look what happened. And people are like, oh my gosh.
Yep.
Now
when it cures cancer, it is. Yeah, it's going to be good temporarily, but it is going to be that God's spirit that resides within human beings can be here longer so that it can continue to parasitically siphon off our ability of creation. Seriously.
Yeah.
That's going to be
the kind of... that out because they don't want us to be well, they all the way down. They strip away the family dynamics and how everything's supposed to be, but they
Yeah.
don't want things to be God's creation how it was and
Originally.
everything else. It is stripping that away. We're just
Too
workers.
much. Yeah.
Just a vessel for them.
Seriously. Hey, I like Billy Carson. Cherokee, I actually watch him. I do.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Cherokee, I'm all over the place with my stuff. Just saying. But safety. So, and this is gonna tick off the chat. And I'm just saying, in the B system, because AI will be able to see everything. The reason I always say that the conflict is gonna come with the 2A conflict, right, fam? We have challenges that are coming up that we are going to have to deal with. This whole B system talk, I don't think that I'm going to be a part of it because we have challenges that we're going to have to deal with. We're going to have to deal with CW 2.0. We're going to have to deal with WW3. We're going to have to deal with famine and pestilence. We're going to have to, us, the older folks are going to have to deal with this stuff.
Yeah.
But the 2A, as much as I love y'all, and this is probably why my channel doesn't grow, the 2A is not going to make it to the B system. That is too much.
They've already sent that out in other countries already beforehand, just not here. That's why they have to remove those things.
Yes, they don't want you to have the ability to defend yourself, to take down a drone. They're going at some point. They are going to stop manufacturing freedom seeds.
Yeah,
and pew-pews.
Eventually those things will go through.
Yes,
they'll run through.
It's not a popular topic.
Oh, I know, but a lot of stuff isn't popular, and it's not fear mongering. It's just.
It is.
The thing is, this is in the Bible. The good book told us that these things are going to come. So this isn't like, well, we're just coming through and making these big deals and fear mongering all this stuff. I'm like, it said it was going to come.
It says it. That's why I say it. Not because I don't want them to be there. No,
I don't want. I wish things weren't like this way for our children and everything else. We're going through this, but then there's the other time. I'm like, we were all. I mean, I always say, and I am like, I'm just kind of that old soul. I'm like, I was born in the wrong era. I say all the time.
Me too.
But each one of us was chosen to be here during this very time. God placed us here in the timing for a reason. Now, I need you to find out what your path is, because it's not mine or Josh's or anyone. Everybody's is different. What your purpose is and will for you during this time, and listen to him and let him guide you. Where he guides, he will provide. And that's why I always say, if we are in the bottom of the trenches, things are awful. I'm like, where he guides, he will provide. He will.
Yes.
And you have to, you have to give him that. We gotta, and it's hard because we're in our flesh and stuff. It is hard because there are things like I gotta fix this, make sense of this, do something with it. We talk about. I mean, I've talked before. I used to have awful struggles with after our daughter passed away with horrible anxiety and panic attacks because I had no control over that situation. So I could not fix it. I have any control. Life will do that to us in different things, and that's why I constantly am on this thing like. None of this is a surprise to God, and he can stop anything in a blink.
Yes.
So if he's going to be okay with it, we need to be okay with it. Because it's sort of a blink compared to our eternity.
Get him, Casey.
And I think that has to be your comfort. Now, do we like it? Do I get kind of worked up? I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is going on. Yes, I do that. But then at the end of the day, I'm like, all right, God, I'm glad you're in control of this because I have no control. Thank you.
Seriously.
Yeah.
For real. Seriously. Casey, I had a guy that I worked with for a little bit, and he passed recently, right?
Yeah, I remember you said that.
And man, I don't know what it is, but I have to drive past like this street, the street he lived on like almost every day.
Right.
And I don't know, man. This is like probably the first time that like every time I drive past the street, and I'm like, bro, how you doing, man? Like, hey, what's going on? Like, you all right? You know what I'm saying?
Going on up there, right?
Yeah, you did it. You did it this time, but
right.
it's part of the process. You know what I'm saying?
I have that a lot with my mom. She's been gone. She passed in September, and I do have those moments, especially on this farm because I feel her so much here.
Okay.
And then I do have those moments, kind of like, they're good. And there are times, and I'm going to say this, and I don't mean this in disrespect because we all deal with things. That does not mean we don't miss and ache and grieve those type of people that have gone right now. People are losing people every day. But there is a part of me, I'm like, thank God my mom ain't got to go through this.
I hear you. No, I hear you.
Thank God. I do feel like that. Even my best friend, he died almost 3 years ago. And Huck and I were just talking about that yesterday. I was like, how has she been gone? We were best friends since we were children.
Yeah.
And it, what took her, I had a lot of anger from that.
Okay.
Because of what had happened. And I just couldn't believe when that happened. And it took me a long time to, even still now, there were times I've still picked up my phone and went to call her or start writing her a text like, oh my God, I got to tell you. She's gone almost 3 years. But there is a part of me, I'm like, man, she did what her part was to do down here, and she went on home, and I got to be down here fighting this mess by myself.
Right.
But there are things where I'm like, they did what their purpose was down here, and they were scared from what this is coming.
Seriously.
And that's not a fair thing. And everyone's level at different places where you live, and everyone individual and circumstances, there's going to be suffering. There's no way around it. Yeah. It says it in the Bible. It's going to happen. There's going to be trials and tribulations. We're going to go through it.
Hey, let's tap in for a second. What do you think about when you have to go, Casey?
What about it?
What do you think?
I know where I'm going.
Yeah. But the actual, not the act, but you know what I'm saying? I don't know. For me, it's like graduation. Like, when you're sitting there, and I get nervous in crowds, but they're going to call your name, and you got to stand up and walk, and you got to do it. Cross over. Does that make you nervous? You know what I'm saying?
I think it does. As a human, I know where I'm going. I have that security, but I'm hey, Frostbite. I think it's the unknown. We're all scared of the unknown.
Yeah.
Whether you admit it or not, we're scared of that. That's uncertain, and it's not anything we could ever say. Well, I experienced that on Earth, so I kind of know how that is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And because I'm kind of like, was it going to be like this or with that? As a mother, I'm always like, I don't want to leave my children.
Yes.
I do think about that, but as far as the act of it, I think I do wonder. I think there's a certain amount of nervousness, not because I don't know where I'm going. It's because of my personality, and I'm a planner, and I'm kind of like, I'm not
personality.
I don't like surprises, and I'm like, I don't know what it's going to be like. I mean, what's that going to be like? Don't be scared of me, because I don't like to be like that.
Wait, you worried about the surprise of it?
Yeah, just like, because I don't know what to expect.
Me neither. I don't know. I have these weird thoughts, and I was like, "Hey, look! At some point, I'm gonna have to walk across that stage. You know what I'm saying? And say goodbye to all of this." There was a beautiful song playing, and the song made the hairs on the back of my neck stand up, and I had to think, I don't know if I'll hear music this beautiful again, or you know what I'm just Anyways,
sometimes I even think I could be doing something or driving or just doing something, and all of a sudden I'll get this feeling come over me. I'm like, what if he snatched us out of here right now? Right now.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, but see, since I was a little girl, I thought that I would go with that. I thought I would go in the rapture. I thought I would go with the second coming. He would take us. That I would not die on this earth.
I want to go with other people. I don't want to go alone. I want to go with other people.
We're going right.
I see you, bro. We doing it. Yeah, that'd be all right. But just me? Yeah. Uh-huh. Anyway.
It is the unknown. It is the unknown.
Yeah. But safety. AI is going to...
Okay, I see all you people. Okay, everybody's in here. Yeah.
They're in the building.
But see, they're going to use... talking about AI, they're going to use that for the false second coming. Talking about that.
Let's go.
How many people are going to fall for that? How many people are going to be like, because I think about that. I'm like, Lord, do not, and here it is, the great deception. Do not let me be deceived. I think we'll know because God's going to speak to us and be like, I'm still speaking to you. That's not me.
Gotcha. Oh, that's golden.
In that relationship.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Because
I got you.
Because Satan himself knows what the book says. He knows every word in the Bible. Okay,
yes.
He knows how to deceive people. He knows how to do it. He can't read our thoughts, but he can hear us talking, all this type of stuff. All the things that God said to look for when I'm coming back. This is what you're going to hear. This is what you're going to see. This is what's going to happen. These events.
Yeah.
Well, Satan working through AI is going to replicate that. So don't be deceived. We can't be deceived. We have to know.
Yeah.
And we should know because we're not going to stay down here like that.
Hey, can we have one of the mods kick Yardbirds out? No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. You're good, bro. You're good.
Some people like, with Yardbird, I'm like, look, y'all got to understand Yardbird's sense of humor. You do.
That's good.
You have to understand his sense of humor. That's how he is all the time.
I got you, Yardbirds. We good, bro. I got you. Yeah. Oh, man.
See, like I said, don't worry, it'll be fast and we'll all go together. Yeah, I mean, but they say it's but a blink, like your last. And you know what? And I'm transparent about certain things, on here.
I'm listening.
We were, we were with my mom at the very end, and it was. If you've been in those situations, and I have a lot because of the field I worked in, I've seen a lot of people pass. But when you're sitting there with your mom, and that happens, and that very last breath, it was just like, it just sucked the life out of me all of a sudden. And I just thought, being in my 40s, I was still like, I mean, I even said it out loud, like I completely collapsed. I was just like, my mama's gone. But I knew, like, that last one, that very next breath, I was like, that in a second, her next, breath, I knew where she was. But here on earth, that is hard. Like everything we were talking about going on, that is so hard because we're in our flesh. But I still knew, like, in that next breath, and she had been, at that end, if you've seen somebody go through, brain cancer, dying of stuff, how that goes. And it was that weirdness of that relief, but that hurt, like, come on, God, why? We prayed so much. But I knew that she had done what he had set her here for.
Right.
And she was not scared, like, at all. Like, she was not once ever scared or anxious. And I was just like, and I pray that I am like that, however my situation goes. But in that very next breath, it was an instant. And if you've ever been, and I don't mean to get morbid on stuff like this, and I was in the medical field. If you've ever been around somebody and you've watched them die, when that soul's gone, it doesn't even seem like that's them. Like,
gotcha.
That quick. It was just like, and I was like, my mom is not here anymore.
Yeah.
Even her physical body was still laying right here. So I think to me, that gave me that even more confirmation that it's in a breath. The last breath, your very next inhale is where your eternity is.
Yeah.
So I find comfort in that, even though that was so hard and heartbreaking and everything. I think that gives you kind of that reality check that instant.
Right.
But I knew right there at the end, through the whole time, but right there, and I knew, like, God was right there.
Right.
Like I knew he was right there. Like she wasn't like, I'm in this in between by myself, or I knew that it was like in an instant.
Yeah. Strong faith.
Yeah. And I think that we have to find that, I think we have to find comfort in those type of things. In those horrible situations, we have to find comfort. We still have to see God in the valleys, and I think that was one of my, big valleys. I mean, we've had a lot of heartache and loss. My mother, my mother-in-law, our daughter, my best friend. I mean, it was like boom, 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 boom.
Your mother is one of the deepest valleys that you'll probably, yeah. So
we were right there. But I saw that. I was like, I saw it. Of course, here on my flesh side, I was just absolutely devastated.
Yeah, I got
But
you.
I was just like, I knew. It was just like I could sense this thing, like her. I sensed like it was her next breath was. I knew where she was.
That's it. Yeah, this is it.
And I think we're all going to be that way, no matter how we go. I mean, if you're of faith, I mean, well, your next breath is going to be wherever your eternity is. But I have to find comfort in that.
No, seriously, I'm gonna hold on to what you just said. Like, for real, I'm really gonna hold on to it because I'm gonna tell you. I think with where we're headed, what we will see on an individual level, we talk shift, we talk WOL, we talk economic collapse. Casey, seriously, us, fam, in the chat, I'm telling you, we are going to see things that we wish we really hadn't seen, and we're gonna have to be able to compartmentalize it, like which to a certain extent, what you were saying, Casey, and just understand that man, we may see things that may almost cripple us emotionally. Just things that we can.
Yeah.
Why is this? I don't understand why this just happened.
Oh, of
Why?
course. We're going to. And that's why, how many times have you and I have been talking for so long? We said people are going to, I guess the word fall is what I need,
Yes.
or struggle mentally and emotionally way before they would physically. And
Yeah.
you better have, on the top of every bit of that to get you through it, your spiritual side better be right. Because, I mean,
Seriously.
we can't understand in our own minds and on this flesh and in this earthly body, there's no comfort on this earth through certain some of the things that we have seen and that we're going to see.
Yes.
There's no comfort on this earth by anyone that we're going to get from those things.
Absolutely. You will not find comfort anywhere except. And look, and the crazy part is, fam, y'all ain't gonna like this comment I'm about to say, but sometimes that might even happen just so that you finally seek God.
Yeah.
That person's entire mission for being in your life, family, spouse, mother, father, their entire mission may have been just for that particular moment to bring you to that. It's crazy how it works, Casey. I'm telling you.
Well, there's always that, people, some people, it's like they're so stubborn, they're so involved in their whatever, they had to hit rock bottom before they reached up.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of that. I still pray. I mean, there can be like evil, horrible people. We see people and they're like, oh my gosh, I hope they're burning it up. But then at the end, I was like, I do pray, like, please, at their last breath, let them call to you, Lord.
Yes.
Because eternity's for eternity. We look at things in an earthly thing, like somebody did something horrible. I'm like, oh man, they're gonna have to pay for that.
Yeah.
But it's still we have free will. We still have free will and that choice about things.
Yeah. Man, no, seriously. Hey, fam, look. And I always say this, but there is a reason that we are talking about these things. This live stream, fam, chat was about AI, but here we are talking about.
It always goes that way.
Seriously, here we are talking about.
Isn't that the root? The root is always. I mean, there's no gray area when it's like the good and evil. Well, the evil part, the root cause, everything that's coming out of it, and all the things that have been building out of evil. Here we are at the top. We're going. It's the AI stuff.
Yeah.
But I think all that still gets us through that.
Yeah. Seriously.
I do.
Paradise.
I appreciate y'all chat.
This is supposed to be about AI, and here we are talking about
I know
this.
We always go all over, but it is connected. Get your straight
out.
It is, because it'll always take us back around to all those things.
Hey, what about this one, Casey? Yeah, I told you I have a list of things, and I'm looking for answers from the chat, from the fam, seriously, from y'all. So look, food. We talked about how AI could probably manipulate food, money, CBDC, all that good stuff. Safety, no, probably no to A and the B system, that type of thing. But then what about medical?
Oh, of course. And I think because they already have credit scores over certain other places, that's going to be everywhere. They've already talked about that. Your credit score may not rate that you're allowed to have medical attention.
Wait, what? Oh, okay. I got you.
You know what type of credit score I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Not the credit score we know about. The social claim.
I got you.
And there's different things that may say, well, you ate too much meat, or you weren't supposed to be out after 10 o'clock, and we saw you were outside. The AI stuff. There's going to be different things. I think they'll use that as a weapon, because that's when people are going to, that and food are when people are going to say, I'll do anything.
Yes.
They just need some medicine. They just need this procedure. We just need some food. Because that's a way to control people. How do you control people? You can make them hungry. You make them sick, and you need something they have. That's their same song and dance all through history. They're just doing it differently now.
Medical, and I could be absolutely wrong. I've got a pretty good imagination, but I could see how AI could try and get rid of all of our ailments. The AIDS. This is just my imagination, but maybe through I'm gonna be careful with what I say, but things that you put inside your body, Maybe there's a way that
you talking about Neuralink, and I'll say it. There's already a thing about that that's saying, "Hey, it'll fix this, and this element."
just about all the elements.
Yeah.
For me, especially, I really see this.
That's still that link thing. You putting that in there, you're still taking a whole other mark.
Yes, absolutely. You're giving them the keys to your being, your physical being, and they can turn it off anytime they want to. They can disable whatever.
Yeah. Well, they've been talking about, don't think that kill switches just work in cars. Well, they're having 2026, all the cars will be kill switches. They're doing they're having that across the board for different things.
Yes.
And I wrote something down because I was talking about that or thinking about it earlier, but they're going to put that on kind of everything.
Yeah.
Those kind of kill switches about stuff.
Yeah.
So I will be able to do all of that across the board.
Yes. I think they'll roll it out as, no, seriously. AI, they're going to want you to use your creative soul, spirit, the power of the creator to create things, whether it's good or more likely it's going to be bad. But if they could take away all STDs and tell you, hey, look, don't worry, go out and have as much fun as you want.
And do that stuff. Because again, anything that goes against God's creation and how he intended it to be and his balance that he made for a reason because it works, they're going to go against all of that.
What if they say, they can even give you something that you can no longer catch any type of STDs, but you cannot reproduce until you are ready and you choose to come to some place and sign the paperwork. Yeah.
They'll do all that kind of stuff. Well, look how they've messed up the family dynamic and balance already.
Exactly. That's what I go by, Casey. What we see now and how it's going to progress.
Escalate. It always does. Everything always has. The modern convenience of having when cell phones came out. Look where we are from when the very first I had a cell phone when the very first, and it was a bag phone you put in your car and you had to plug it in. You remember those?
Yeah. Old school. Yeah.
Now look where we are.
Can't live without it.
Now look at everything it can do. Oh yeah, so these flock cameras, Paradise Acres was talking about. Yeah, everything. You better do as you're told or else.
Yeah. Yeah. Seriously. So for me with the whole medical thing, I think that they're gonna really find ways. AI will probably find ways to mask, like encompass, not get rid of the problems, but find a way to encircle it and make sure that it doesn't no longer affect any other parts of the body within you. A masking type deal. And they're going to do away with like all of the issues and problems that we have. So you can really go and do whatever it is that you want to do. And you will live your life to 100 years old. And
that's why they've made people over all these generations. They've been knocking it down. Everybody has become so self-centered. Because it's just about me and what I want. Instant gratification, the convenience of everything, on and on. And now look where we are. And they
keep saying my favorite word.
Huh?
Yeah. You keep saying my favorite word.
What's that?
Convenience. But anyways.
Right. What?
My whole thing is being inconvenient. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
But that's where this thing is gonna go. They're gonna fix your problems, but it's gonna be a nightmare. But once you peel back the layers, it's gonna be an absolute nightmare. Almost entrapped, engulfed in this system that you know what I'm saying?
All of this system of what they're doing is evil. That's the bottom line. The root of it is evil, and there's no getting around it. Because it's that instant moment. Like, I don't think past the moment of this work, this fixed, healed, helped me, whatever the situation is. But none of it comes without a price. And I think people need to be able to say, I have to see past that, this immediate, even if it's food or medical or something like that.
Yeah.
You have to see past that because it's not going to come without a price.
Take this mark. You'll never have a disease. You'll never get sick. No colds, no flu, no pneumonia, no big C, no cancer, no STD. Take this and you will be good for no arthritis. You'll be good for the rest of your life.
No nothing, no diabetes, nothing.
Oh.
But at the cost of what? It's going to you sold your soul.
Yeah. Would you take it, Casey?
No. I would suffer, and God would say, I would see you through. And in my last breath, my next breath, I know I would be.
Yes.
I would not. I wouldn't. There's just no way it's going to happen.
This is where we're headed. This is what's coming. It's the most beautiful angel, the white light, the most perfect, strongest, beautiful angel was the worst one. And that's what's coming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all were on it, Kelly, Yardbirds. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Kelly, me, you, PIA, we talked about this. You're gonna wish you could. That was when they had those things coming out, the self-replicating. I forgot what the cells.
Mm-hmm.
It was a while back. I kind of sort of remember, but they look like Cheerios.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
That's what we were calling them.
Really?
PIA, because we couldn't say it. So we were saying like, the Cheerios or something like that.
Was that a year ago? Year and a half ago?
Was it? How long have I been up here?
Man, we've been doing this for a minute.
For a long time. Me, who did not want a channel at all. Josh is to blame for that. Josh and PIA.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys. You got anything else you want to throw out?
I don't know. Let me check my paper, man. Let me check my paper. UBI. I think we touched on that.
Yeah, I just stay in God's word because, listen to him. When anything collapses, though, back in the day, how people used to hear, because it wasn't all the distractions and the noise, they heard God more than what we hear God in this modern way. Mm-hmm. Hear me out, how don't hear. I'm not saying you don't, because I have that close relationship. But when all this distractions is quieted, I think people are going to hear him a lot louder and clearer. Oh. You better stay in that relationship.
Yes.
Like the biblical stuff we wrote in the biblical times, he's still the same today as he was then. So I'm saying, I think there is going to be that. And I think that is what's going to get us through those things where I'm like, everything's crashed, everything's quiet, it's a struggle. We don't have any of this type of stuff. It's going to be
this.
Yeah.
In front of me.
And centered, stay in his word and listen.
That's good.
He's going to be loud and clear. So that has to be a comfort for the things that because we focus so much on what we're going to lose and how hard it's going to be. And I'm like, another time of me, I'm kind of like, I will hear you so much clearer, Lord.
No, that's facts.
I won't have this.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pray on that one tonight. Seriously, that's a good one. Hey, I got my pen. I got my pen and my paper. I do. Frostbite.
Yeah,
Josh
got it.
Kinda.
He's just writing as we go. Frostbite, were you in here at the beginning? I don't think so, because literally he came backstage. 2 minutes after the live was supposed to start, I was sweating. I was like, where are you at? Look, see? He can quit playing. Somebody better get their boy. I do appreciate you, Josh. You got to understand how Josh is.
I may not be on time, but hey, I'm going to be there.
He's like, you know I'm coming. I did. I told myself, it's going to be right, like, front and center at the front door shift. And I'll be like, where is he at?
Yeah. But I only do that with people who know me. Like, people who know me. Yeah.
Other people said was, I take advantage of my people.
No, just other people. Like, I did that one with Vision 20 minutes ahead of time. What's going, bro? What's going on? What are we talking about? Yeah, but I'm like, nah, it's Casey. She knows me.
She knows where I'm at.
I'm going to be there.
Hold it down until I get in and rolling about 10 minutes after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we did it, man.
I appreciate all y'all. I appreciate y'all in chat, helping each other, loving on each other, helping us. Truly, get so much. If you do, I love my replay gang. Love you guys. My chat never goes up until the next day. It holds it about a day. So if you want to interact, and there was tons of good information. I didn't pull up as much tonight because we were just tapping in with everything. So you can see the live chat. You can wait. It takes about a day for it to go up. Mine always does. They always hold mine.
Yeah, because you be acting up.
Y'all see who I hang out with.
Yeah. I appreciate y'all, man.
Yardbirds. I get Yardbirds. I understand. I get your humor. I'll never ban you. You've been with me for a long time. I think you've been with me.
Let me drown. No, I got you, bro. I appreciate you, Yardbird. Good stuff.
All right, guys. Thank you, Josh. As always, we're all over. We always go back to the spiritual stuff too.
Yes.
I appreciate you. chat, my mods, all of you, I appreciate you. Replay people, keep doing the things, think on these things, stay close to God, and you can't. Don't. Who was it that said it? Was it Yardbirds or Pilgrim?
I think so.
Somebody, one of y'all said about don't become paralyzed by this stuff.
Yeah, Yardbirds.
Don't.
Analyst paralysis. It's like a different language. Yeah.
Yeah.
Analysis paralysis. Got it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Look at Frostbite talking about, hey, man, get out of here with that.
Yeah, leave her alone. I'm going to put it right on the screen. You're welcome, Frostbite. Thank you for being here.
Yeah.
All right, guys. For real, I love you. I'm always praying for you guys. Jane, I'm praying for you. Please cover Jane in your prayers. And, you know, all of you, my YouTube family, I appreciate you guys. So I'll keep doing things. We'll see you again. I am Frostbite. I'm about to get him backstage. I'm going to let him know.
Cut me some slack.
All right, guys. Yeah. I appreciate y'all. Good night.
Yeah. See you, Paradise.